Hello, folks. Let's solve this question. We are asked to find the equation or determine the equation of a straight line PQ, giving our answer in the form ax plus by plus c. So let's deal with this one. That's I. So solution. We are going to use the point slope formula or the point slope form. So using the point slope form, which is y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. Okay, let's write our data. So our x1 is 7, our y1 is 3, our x2 is -5, our y2 equals 0. In this case, we have not been given gradients. You have your y1 here, your x1 here, but you have not been given gradients. So we have to find gradient, which is m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Our y2 here is 0 minus y1, which is 3 over x2, which is -5 minus 7. 0 minus 3 is -3. -5 minus 7 is -12. Negative will do away with negative. So 3 will go into 12 4 times, 3 will go into this self 1. So it will be 1 over 4. So our gradient is 1 over 4. Now let's plug in our gradient and our y1, x1 into our point slope form. So y, which is constant, minus our y1, which is 3, equals our m, which is now known as 1 over 4, bracket open x, which is constant, minus our x1, which is 7. So what are you going to do? We are going to multiply our 1 over 4 by x. We are going to do expansion. So we are going to expand. So y minus 3 equals 1 over 4x. 1 over 4 times -7 will also give us -7 over 4. In this case, we are asked to leave off our answer in ax plus by plus c equals 0. So let's do away with the denominators or these fractions. Let's do away with these fractions. Let's do away with these fractions or the denominators. So the LCM is 4. So we multiply each term by 4. Each term by 4 for both sides of the equation. Each term by 4. Each term by 4. So 4 will do away with 4. 4 will do away with 4. So we have 4 times y, which is 4y, minus 3 times y, which is 12, equals x. It's left only 1 x is known as x, minus 7. So now what are we doing? We have to leave it in ax plus by plus c. So in that case, what are you going to do? We can shift this, or you can move this 4y to this side. We move this 4y to this side and move the -12 also to this side to make this side of the equation, the left side of the equation, 0. So let's do that. So we are moving our 4y here. So it will be, let's bring our equal to sign. Our x is already at the right hand side. So x here, 4y will cross. It will become minus 4y. There's -7 already on the right hand side, so we maintain it. This -12 is at your left hand side, so you move it to the right hand side, changing the sign to become positive. So here, since there's nothing here, it becomes what? 0. This place have times what? 0. So let's do the computation here. Negative 7 plus 12 is what? 5. So it will be x minus 4y plus 5 equals 0. So we have leave our answer in the form ax plus by plus c equals 0. Our a is 1, imaginary 1 here. A is 1, that's hidden 1. Our b is negative 4, and our c is 5. So that's our answer for the first question. That's I. Now let's move on to I. So let me wipe this one off. 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 Okay. Not forgetting our equation. Our equation PQ is x minus 4y plus 5 equals 0. Because we'll be using it, so I need to write it. Okay. Now let's look at our second question. They said the straight line RT with equation 3x plus 5y equals 19 intersects, they meet the straight line PK, which is this. So our RT, which is 3x plus 5y equals 19, is going to intersect PQ. So when the two lines intersect, the point you are going to get, that's what, or the coordinate you are going to get, that's what your point R. So how are you going to do it? You are going to solve this simultaneously to get your x and y value for your point or your coordinate R. So let's start. So let's change our PQ in this form. Let's make it in this form. So our PQ will be x minus 4y. Our 5 will cross, will move to the right hand side of the equation, making it negative 5. Then our RT, which is still 3x plus 5 equals 19. In this case, you can solve it simultaneously. So let's use equation 1, equation 2. Let's use elimination method to solve this question. What are you going to do? You are going to make sure one of this. You are going to make sure one of this variable is being eliminated. So what are you going to do? You are going to multiply the first equation through by 3. So multiplying through by 3, that's the first equation. So multiply this by 3, which is 3x. You multiply this by 3, which is negative 12y. You multiply this by 3, which is negative 15. You are going to maintain the second equation. Our aim here is to make sure our x value is eliminated. That's why it's called elimination method. So 3x minus 3x, we are going to get 0. So 0. Negative 12 minus 5y. The answer will be negative 17y equals negative 15 minus 19. We are doing subtraction here. So negative 15 minus 19, what are we going to get? We are going to get negative 34. So 0 minus 17y, which is negative 17y equals negative 34. So you divide both sides by negative 17, negative 17. Our y therefore becomes positive 34 over 17. So that's our first coordinate. That's y. So what are we going to do? We are going to substitute our y, which is 34 over 17, into equation 1 to get our x value. So what are we going to do? Let's solve it here. So x minus 4y. Our y here is minus 4y equals negative 5. Our y is 34. So 34 over 17 equals -5. So what are you going to do? You are going to eliminate the 17, or if you don't want to do that, you can multiply the 4 by 34. So 34 by 4, what are you going to get? 136. So x minus 136 over 17 equals -5. So your x will be equal to -136 over 17 will cross the equal to side, or it will move to the right hand side of the equation, becoming positive. So it will be -5 plus 136 over 17. So what are you going to get? What are you going to get? So let's use LCM. You can use the LCM for this. So -5, since you are not having calculator, let's use LCM for this. So plus 136 over 17. LCM, 1 going to 17, how many times? 17. 17 times -5, which is negative 85, plus 17 going to 71, 1 times 130, which is 136. Now -85 plus 136. Let's work it out here. Let me do the subtraction here since I'm not using calculator. 1, it will be okay. So 30 minus 8, which is what? Which is 5. So you are going to get 51. So 51. Don't use this, please. Don't use this. 51 over 17. So our x is 51 over 17. Making our coordinates. So making our coordinates. So our coordinates are. We have to find the coordinate of r. So our coordinate r becomes. Remember our x value first, which is 51 over 17, and our y value, which is 34 over 17. So this is your coordinate for r. If you do like my video, don't forget to subscribe, share among your friends, and hit on the notification bell icon. Thank you very much.